welcome back to my channel. My name is Electra. I didn't have to do that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Electra Breezy, in case you were wondering. And we're back with another video. And as you can see by the title, this video is going to be all about stacking your coin. Saving that moolah, saving that bread. Get your money up, not your funny up. Type B. You feel me? Before we get started, I'm shouting out small businesses, small business owners on every single video because I just feel like we all need exposure and we all need to support each other is what I'm saying. This one brand, and it is by Quay Demand. He welcomed me to, ooh, I got a stain, I wore this already. Okay, don't mind that. But he introduced me to the family and now I have my own discount code so you can get 25% off, I think it is. If you use my code and if you want to buy this shirt, they got sweaters. Hold on. This is my favorite shirt. This is my favorite shirt on the whole set. Are you telling me this is not sick? Are you telling me this is not sick? You're about to see me in every video wearing this one. I'm sorry. But yeah, the link is going to be in the description box down below. Don't forget to use my discount code if you do make a purchase. Okay, so that's the small business I'm shouting out today. Now let's move on to the video. Okay, so I'm not wearing 2 earrings. The show must go on. So, number 1 tip on how to save money. Now, I wouldn't come in here and sit here and tell y'all to do things that I don't even be doing myself or like things I don't have experience with, but these are things that I've done that have helped me to become way more financially stable than I ever motherfucking was, because I was, listen, let's not talk about that. So, number 1, make a budget, okay? Track your finances. Make sure you know where all your money is going, every single penny. I'm sorry, but you wanna smell my candle? Every single penny. You need to know where every single dime, every single cent is going that is coming from you. You don't wanna be out here paycheck to paycheck or like having a lot of money and then it disappearing, or like, you don't want to be bad with money. Nobody wants to be bad with money. It doesn't matter how much you make, you can still be broke and have a good income. If you don't have any financial intelligence, if you don't have any self-control, and if you don't have any, I guess, financial goals, then you're never gonna get good with money. And that's just like kind of bummy because, you know, what? Google has sheets and they have templates for budgeting. There's so many different websites and YouTubers and whatever that make these type of templates to help people budget and properly manage their finances. And I feel like if you're bad at handling money, if you don't budget your money, hop on that today, because you honestly, if making a budget is not on your to-do list, on your way to financial freedom, just forget the whole financial freedom part, because I don't think there's anybody, any business that has a lot of wealth and stuff that doesn't keep track, that doesn't have accountants, that doesn't know where every single transaction is being made and yada yada yada. You get me? So if you're over here making $500 every 2 weeks and you cannot handle that and you cannot manage it, you cannot figure out like where your money is going and how you're spending it, you need to budget. There's no point in asking anybody to give you any type of more money because it's gonna be the same thing. Increase in money equals increase in spendings. You have to be smarter. Okay, make a budget, know where all your money is going, and like that's that. Like making a budget is like the number 1 thing you need to do if you want to learn how to save, budget, and like literally anything. Know how to budget your money. Simple. Number 2, plan your spending. What I found is planning out what days I'm going to spend money and how much money to save for said days makes everything so much better. There's none of this going out to dinner, spending X amount of money on whatever I want of food, looking at my bank account and being like, I really shouldn't have bought that. I did not need 4 plates, but hey. It is so much easier to have a forecast of what days you're gonna go out, what bills you have to pay, or whatever the case may be, and budget out where you wanna spend your money, how you wanna spend it on which occasions. And when you do that, it's like you have a bird's eye view of what you're spending, where your money's going to, and you can actually like control yourself. Like, I think it's gonna be much easier for you to, if you have, example, a dinner to go to, it's gonna be much easier for you to say, okay, max I'm gonna spend is $50 at the dinner, and this is $50 I have for the dinner. That's that. Instead of not budgeting, going to the dinner and just splurging or whatever because you don't, for whatever reason, I feel like, I don't know if anybody else does that, but I used to do that and it is not a good habit. not a good habit. No. The second best thing after making your budget is to plan your spending. Plan when you're going to be paying your bills, plan when you're going to be paying for investments, plan when you're putting money in your savings, plan when you're getting paid, because you need to know how much your income is to be doing stuff like this in the first place. And plan any like recreational stuff or dinners or whatever. Plan ahead, stay ahead. Okay, now this one, I don't know how talked about this is. I've watched so many budgeting videos and saving videos about money and yada yada yada, and I've never heard once anybody say this one. And I would say invest in food. Invest in food like you invest your money. It's that simple. Because, okay, are you really gonna spend $16.99 at Popeyes when you could spend that $16.99 literally buying your own chicken and buying your own seasoning and making it? And probably it's gonna be less chicken and seasoning. It's most likely probably gonna be less than $17 anyways. Like, and then you can make that last you the whole week or like a few days instead of just spending one big amount on one meal that's probably not even good for you and just drains your pockets. I started doing a meal plan on January 4th, 2021. And like, it's good. Like, I spend a certain amount of money. I know exactly what I'm going to eat every single day of the week. I spend money once and it lasts me this amount of time. And I don't buy any outside food unless, I mean, okay, I bought it once, but it's like $5. Oh, but anyways, like, I don't need to buy outside food. I don't need to spend any extra money because I already have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks planned out from Sunday. Okay, so it's way better to just save time, one, instead of deciding every single day what you want to eat, where you want to eat, how you're going to make it, yada, yada, yada. Everything's just already pre-made and you already know what you're going to eat. So you're going to save time. And number two, you're going to save money because there's just a set amount of money you're going to be spending every single week on a meal plan. That's just that. You don't have to worry about food again. So I would say instead of going to McDonald's and spending, I don't know, what is it, $4 on hotcakes, when you can go to No Frills and spend, I don't know, what is it, $5 for Aunt Jemima's powder pancakes, and that can last you like a month. Like, are you really gonna eat pancakes every day? Exactly. Yeah, invest in food the way you invest your money. Invest in food and make it elongate, make it have longevity. I don't know. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. Like, you know how this goes. Yeah. Okay, now this you probably heard of it, probably not, but I'm gonna say it anyways. My hair is blue. Having separate accounts. Like, okay, if you just have a checking account and you're like, what, 10, and your parents put money into your account and you don't work or nothing, I don't think you really have to worry about this. But if you're like, I don't know, teenage or older or whatever, it is very crucial and vital to have different accounts for different monies that you need to put in. Example, having one checking account is worse than having one checking and 5 savings accounts. In my opinion, what I do, I have a checkings account, a savings account, a tax-free savings account, an RRSP, and I invest in some other stuff. When I only used to have my checking and savings account, it was like really hard for me to save money because one, I would just put in my savings account, and then when I needed it, I just take it right back out and put in my checkings account and spend that whatever. And I would just never have any money in my savings account. And it's like, what the heck? Like, what the heck? Like, bro, I made a lot of money for a teenager, and I should not have been broke. That's it. But I know better now. It's so much easier to have multiple accounts than just one account. If you have one account, seeing all that money is most likely going to trigger your emotions to make you feel like, okay, like, I got this. Like, okay, let me go buy that, let me go buy that, and let me go buy the whole store. But not realizing that, hey, you don't actually have as much money as you think you do. Because you could be getting paid $1,000 this week, but rent's due next week. High bills due the same week. Your phone bill's due next week. Gas, like, there's just so many things that come into factor. That's why it's so important to do number 1 and 2 before you even get to this part. And especially when I find people making the mistake, which I made that mistake and I'm still trying to like recover, I guess. I don't know what the word is, but not having an emergency fund. This is kind of like a bonus. Having an emergency fund is so important. How many times have you had an emergency and like if you just had saved money and put it in an account somewhere, like it would just have been the perfect utility for you to use to get you out of whatever rut you were in. Especially if you got a car, because listen, having separate accounts is very vital. You can see everything and you can organize everything. You can have I don't know how all your banks do it, but my bank, I can change the names of the accounts that I have. So one of my savings is called, for my trip, emergency funds, there's just different names for different things, and it's just way easier when you can transfer it to those accounts and see exactly where you are, and it makes you think more realistic about your money spending habits. And if you have a problem with savings accounts and taking money out of your savings account and putting it in your checking account, a very good way to avoid this is to open a tax-free savings account. I don't know if this is the same as America, but in Canada there's things called tax-free savings accounts where the bank makes you an account and it's literally yours. There's no tax on it if you want to withdraw from it. You can't withdraw from it anytime though. You have to physically go to the bank and like do all the stuff. And basically you just, whenever you get paid or whatever it is, you just put it into tax-free and it locks it. Bottom line, having separate accounts or having separate places to put your money, or just having a system and a way of organizing your money so all your money is not in the same place. Okay, because when your money's in the same place, you really think you have more than you actually do, and that's a problem. Okay, and last but not least, okay, I know I said in the beginning of this video, I don't want to talk about things that I don't even do myself, but I was watching a video about this budgeting thing. I'm probably gonna talk about it on my channel, so I don't really want to say what it is right now, but they do this thing where they have a discipline jar. For example, if you wake up and you do not exercise that day, you either put $1, $5, or whatever amount you feel like would actually hurt you to put in the jar just because you didn't do this one thing. So if you don't work out, let's say you put $10 in the jar and you can't touch it until you can't touch it. So this can go either way. So either you can be super rich by the end of it, or you can be super disciplined. So I think that's a really cool way to save and like discipline yourself at the same time, because if I had to pay $20 just because I didn't wake up at 7 o'clock, I wake up at 7 o'clock. You feel me? Or just having different types of ways of disciplining yourself or giving yourself consequences for not doing things you're supposed to be doing. And I think paying for consequences is like a pretty good way to discipline yourself and to save money and to, yeah, that's basically it. Just to sum up the whole video, 5 tips I have are to make a budget. Number 1, number mother effing 1, don't do nothing else. Make a budget first. Follow it. Number 2, plan your spending. Number 3, invest in food. Make your food last long. Number 4, having separate accounts. And please make sure, if you do not have an emergency fund, that is the first type of account you should be trying to open, because rainy days are inevitable and they're always going to happen. There's always going to be a rainy type of day, and you just want to be prepared. And number 5, a discipline jar where you pay for your consequences. Isn't that something? Well, if you stayed for the full entire video, good job to you. Good job to you, okay? Now, I really hope that my 5 tips on how to save better really help somebody. Hopefully, even if it's just one person. Like, these are things that I wish I knew when I was younger and working. Like, literally, I could have had so much money by now, but we're not gonna talk about that. Okay? Okay. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. They're gonna be somewhere over here. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want me to make another 5, because I got a lot of ways to save money now. I'm a new person. Yes, that's basically it. If you want to cop a shirt, there's a stain on it. The farmland shirt, if you want to cop a sweater, if you want to cop whatever from that website, don't forget to use my discount code, which will be right there and in the description box down below the FML. Thank you again so much for the support, so much for watching, and honestly, have an amazing day. And save your money, baby. Okay. Bye.